In late medieval Japan, Kai is a half-Japanese and half-English outcast who gets saved by Lord Asano, the benevolent ruler of the Akko domain. Kai and Asano's daughter Mika fall in love. Despite the scorn her father's samurai hold for Kai's mixed ancestry, Lord Kira, the shogun's master of ceremonies, seeks to take Akko for himself with the help of Mizuki, a shape-shifting kitsune. She sends a Kirin to kill Asano and his men on a hunting trip, leading Kai to ride to their aid. Taking up a fallen sword, Kai slays the monster and spots Mizuki in the form of a white fox with different colored eyes. When the shogun Tokugawa Tsunayoshi visits Akko, Kai notices Mizuki disguised as a concubine with the same multicolored eyes. He tries to warn Asano's principal counselor, Oishi, about the witch in Kira's household, but is dismissed. For the entertainment of the shogun, Kira arranges a duel between his best warrior, a golem, and Asano's chosen combatant, whom Mizuki incapacitates with magic. Kai secretly dons his armor to fight in his stead, but is unmasked during the duel, and the shogun orders him severely beaten. That night, Mizuki bewitches Asano into believing Kira is raping Mika, causing him to attack the unarmed lord. Sentenced to death, Asano is compelled to perform seppuku to preserve his honor. The shogun gives Kira domain over Akko and Mika, granting her 1 year of mourning before she must marry Kira. The shogun brands Oishi and his men Ronin, forbidding them from avenging Asano, and Kira has Oishi imprisoned and Kai sold into slavery. Nearly a year later, Oishi is released by his captors, believing him harmless. Having realized that Kira used sorcery to frame Asano, Oishi and his son Chikara reunite the scattered Ronin, and rescue Kai from the fighting pits of the Dutch colony of Dejima. Kai leads them to the mystical Tengu forest, which he escaped as a child, to obtain the special blades of the Tengu, warning Oishi never to draw his sword inside the Tengu temple. Kai faces the Tengu master who once trained him, faced with an illusion of his men being slaughtered by the Tengu. Oishi resists the urge to draw his sword, while Kai bests his former master. Having proven themselves worthy, the Ronin receive their blades. They plan to ambush Kira on his pilgrimage to a shrine to seek blessings for his wedding to Mika. But the procession is a trap and most of the Ronin are killed. Believing them all dead, Mizuki presents Kira with Oishi's sword, and taunts Mika with their deaths. Oishi and Kai, having survived the attack, led half the remaining Ronin to infiltrate Kira's castle, disguised as a band of wedding performers. With Kira's men distracted during the performance, the other Ronin scale the castle walls and attack the guards. While Oishi fights Kira, Kai and Mika face Mizuki in the form of a dragon, and Kai finally draws on the mystical powers of the Tengu to kill her. Oishi emerges with Kira's severed head, and Kira's retainers surrender. The Ronin and Kai surrender themselves to the authorities of the Bakufu and are sentenced to death, having violated the shogun's prohibition on avenging Asano. However, the shogun declares that they followed the principles of Bushido and restores their honor as samurai, allowing them to perform seppuku and receive the honor of burial with Asano. The shogun returns domain of Akko to Mika, and pardons Chikara so that he may preserve Oishi's bloodline and serve Akko. An epilogue explains the tradition of paying respect at the graves of the 47 Ronin, which continues every year on December 14.